Hello. I am having trouble uploading this video to the YouTube, and I'm just going to play it here. A moment of peace. It's some peaceful music with the very peaceful and graceful looking hummingbirds. Hello, Apple Brooks. Why the Luna le forêt? Why the sad face? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me? Yes, hello everyone. Oh, that's great. I'm just going to play the video. I'm not going to put my picture on here. Well, I might do it for just one brief moment. I'll let you see my picture on here, you all, but I look a little bit wild. And so that's what I look like right here if you're just tuning in. I look a little wild, so I don't want to get myself on here too much. I don't really. Yeah, so we're just going to shrink me down right here, you all. I'm on here. You can just hear my voice. I want to put myself out of the way because I don't need to be on here. I really don't at all. I'm going to play this video that I'm having a lot of difficulty trying to upload. It will not let me do it. And it's very peaceful. So let's watch that, you all. So, I'm going to bring this back here. You all, I'm not on the right page. Let me, oh my gosh. Gina, honey, you got to get your act together. I really do got to get my act together. I'm supposed to be on this page over here. I thought I had my, I'm going to put myself on here really briefly, you all, because I look a little bit wowed. That's why I didn't want to get on here at all. Yeah, I felt that we needed some peaceful music. So I don't know how to put my face on here, you all. The lighting, I can't get the lighting right either. Yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I really do. And we've got to do what we can to maintain the peace within our being. We absolutely do. I'm going to see if I can plug in my one light right here really fast. I wasn't going to be on here long. I wasn't. I'm going to see if I can get some light from this one thing. I have no idea what I just plugged in. I didn't plug in what I thought I plugged in, you all. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So, I plugged in my Seagate and it just about shut me down, you all, is what it did. It just about shut my computer down. It's okay if you're just tuning in. You can watch that peaceful video. You can yeah, Alien Castillo, I'm very sorry for the loss of your sister. It's sad. It really is sad. There's a lot of people who are going through times like this. There really is. And you just never know when it's going to happen or who it's going to happen to. That's why it's so important for us to stay connected with one another. It's very, very important to have that family of support, that support during times like this. So if you're all just tuning in, I just wanted to put up a peaceful video is what I wanted to do. Just a nice, peaceful video. The hummingbirds are very beautiful. They're beautiful and they are peaceful is what they are. Very simplistic. Very simplistic. Yeah. I am going to go, but I do want to thank you all for coming on here. And yeah, we've got to keep the peace within here no matter what happens. We got to do our best to keep it. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you all for dropping in. Just even if it's briefly, it's good to see you all. It really is. It's good to get on here and chat. Thank you, moderators. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Love you. I don't think I can, I think I got disconnected. Can you all still hear me? Because I can't even see myself on the YouTube at all. I don't know what happened to me. I really have no idea, and I'm trying to hit my live dashboard to get me off of here. Am I still on here? I don't know. Oh, I'm still live. I hope I wasn't making any funny faces or anything. I really hope I wasn't. You all, that is funny. My OBS thing won't let me disconnect. It won't. Wow. Don't tell me if I made any funny faces or nothing like that, y'all, because I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it. I don't know how I'm going to disconnect this. I really don't. I think the only way I can do it is directly here on this live stream. I've got this red button. This is the fallback button. I push that red button up there. You all can see the screen right there. I can push this button right here. And I can end this screen. but not on this Stream Deck. Yeah, that's great, Apple Brooks. That's wonderful. Yeah, I did walk 2 miles on the treadmill this morning. I did do that. So I thought I can walk and I can stretch. You all, if you haven't done any stretching in the morning when you get up, you know how you used to do in gym class. It's wonderful to stretch. It really is. Yeah. They threw away all the negative things and they can't take the vibe. That's wonderful. They don't need to take the vibe. They really don't. Great, you all. This is kind of odd, but that's okay. You need a moment of peace, Ash Litton. Yeah, we all need a moment of peace. Is what we need. Yeah, a moment of peace, and it was the hummingbirds. If you go back to the very beginning of the video, you can see the hummingbirds. I slowed it down. And I was going to upload it on here, and my computer wouldn't let me. My program said it was some type of an exception. So I thought I'll fix that. I'll go live. If I cannot upload a video, if this program that I have will not allow me to upload a video, it was this program right here. And I want to upload it, I will literally come on here live, and I thought I will bypass it, even if I have to come on here live for you all to get that on there. So that's great. Yes, it is good to laugh. It really is, Isla. Oh, you want to break that laziness? Absolutely. You gotta tell your mind has got to tell your body enough is enough. You're going to tell that body. I told my body, you're going to get up and you're going to stretch this morning. Hello, King Ohuka Mundo. That's what I told myself, because I haven't been able to do that in the past few weeks. So I just stretched. It only took me 5 minutes. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to get on the treadmill too. So you got to tell your body. Your mind has got to tell your body what your mind wants your body to do. If you're going to take orders from anybody, let it be up here. Because you're doing what's best for your body, even though your body may not know it. Okay, your body may not want to hear what you got to tell it, but you all got to tell it. Oh my goodness gracious, you all. What's going on in here, you all? Jeffrey, honey. Oh, that's so sad. I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, fly, Ruby, hummingbird, fly on home. That's right. You all, there's so much happening, and I will say that observatory in Hawaii is at it again too. That observatory in Hawaii, you can't see anything now because they whited it out again. Gina, that it's all right. Ash Linton. Yeah, it is all right. Really, it's got to be all right because there's some things that we have no control over. Absolutely none. There are some things that we do have control over. Now, we can tell our body to do things. We can, if it wants to be lazy, because I get in a lazy streak myself also. And I don't want to get into that. You know, we got to be strong. We got to be strong physically, too, if we can. We've got to get back in shape for the coming days. We really do, for what's coming, whatever it is, even though we may not know it. We know we want to be able to move if we have to, you all. Oh, my goodness gracious. You're so welcome. So here I am right there, you all, and I didn't want to get on here, but I did. It doesn't matter, really. It matters about this much, how much I look like when I get on here, about that much. Sometimes I will care what I look like, but in the big scope of life, what's it matter? What's it matter? I'm just like you. You're just like me. We can be ourselves, even though the whole world is watching. If we want to get on here and have a wild hair day, or you know, you wear the same shirt you wore last night like me. It doesn't matter to me. I had someone said, would you please get on some different shirts? So you know what I did? I had a different shirts that I cut them on. Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't matter. You can get on here looking like this, because really it's what you got to say. What are you going to bring? Yeah, I want to bring some happiness. I want to bring some peace. I really do. Oh, I read about the Xenobots, Michael Marcello, the Xenobots, how they can self-replicate. I read about them. Kind of remind me of the plasma, is what it reminded me of. The Xenobots, the synthetic stuff that can self-replicate. Yes, I'm going to be myself. You all hit that like button. Hit that share button. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's nice. It is nice. Yeah. This is great. It is. How long have I been on here? 18 minutes. I'm going to make it to 20 minutes, you all, and then I'm going to end this video. Yeah, CERN has some more big things in store come 2022, they said. And that's not good. It ain't good. Yeah. No, they're not going to hide it. They're not going to hide nothing anymore. It's all out in the open. I did read I watched something last night about the aliens, the Anunnaki, and the people in Egypt with the big heads that were, on the hieroglyphs and stuff like that, how the rulers had the big elongated heads, that they were probably part of the fallen Anunnaki. And that here's what this one guy said. I think somebody might have shared a video, and I actually clicked into it. They said there's 15,000 at least of that bloodline with the big elongated head still on this earth. There's probably more of the those type that are calling all the shots. And then I heard them talk about Antarctica. It's talking about Antarctica, how as the ice melts, they're seeing more structures. They're picking up more structures that are there. And then I heard somebody said that the Agartha, the earth was hollow, and it does exist. But yeah, somebody's calling the shots. I think they will one day. They're gonna said if it does come out, if science does say yes, the UFOs are real, aliens are real, they say we're going to have to rewrite history. Now you have to ask yourself, why did they say we're going to have to rewrite history? So I found it very interesting that this particular platform, I'm not even going to tell you what type, talking about that and saying if science comes out, then we're going to have to rewrite history with them. Yeah, the Tartaria, all of that. Gail, they manipulating them. Yeah, I remember seeing that, Gail. You know what happened? When that happened, when those two towers, let's just pretend it's the two towers of the Lord of the Rings. Okay, let's just say that so we don't get, what. When those two towers were up and that happened, we were in Hawaii, it was in the early morning in Hawaii, and I remember we getting a phone call from my mother-in-law. She told us what happened. And then I remember when my husband had to go into work on base at Hickam Air Force Base, he got into work, and then his co-worker, she was all hyped up. She goes, "We're at war. This is war." She did with when that happened. It was rather unforgettable. It was. And the base went on to lock down. They surrounded, you know what they did on the Hickam Air Force Base when that happened? They told us that we all needed to go get plastic wrap for our windows, to keep out any type of thing would happen, so we could tape up our windows and not be having in case we got attacked or something. And we could not, they would not let us throw our trash into the regular trash cans that went off base. They literally bought in a great big massive dump truck, and they parked it across from the housing complexes. And when the trash came, they dumped it all in there, and then they incinerated it. They incinerated all the stuff that came out of the housing units when that happened. And yeah, you just couldn't get on base just to get on base. Yeah. Ancient aliens. That's right, you all. Ancient aliens. I used to love that, Ancient Aliens. Watching it. Yeah, I do believe that there is another world. I was thinking this morning too about the Antarctica and the Arctic ice. What if there is not all the ice there that they say there is? What if it isn't? What if they just put that image there? Because we can't fly over it. I can't fly over Antarctica, and you can't fly over Antarctica. And when you go to this one, when you go to the one thing, you all, let me shrink you down. When you go to, let me shrink myself down. I'm going to get to it, you all. If I can find it on here, I've got it somewhere. When you go and look at the Earth and stuff, you can't really see much. So if we go to this Earth right here, and let's just type in Antarctica. Antarctica. I want to shrink it because I want to watch the dynamics of it, you all. Let's watch it. Antarctica. So when we go to Antarctica, all we see is what they want us to see. See, that's all we see that they want us to see. How do we know it's a great big ice sheet up there? We're taking their word for it. It really is what we're doing. We're taking their word for it that there is a great big ice sheet all up there around all the areas. Now remember, we haven't been told the whole history. We really haven't. Not the whole history at all. That's supposed to be Antarctica. But if you ever went to Google Earth and if you went all around the boundaries of Antarctica, the ocean looked rather strange. And they say that, nobody can go to Antarctica. But then they say, oh, that's not true. There's lots of people that go to Antarctica. Look at that weird shape right there, you all. I don't know if this is the current weather or not. I'm not sure. Is this on here? Oh, you all, I forgot, you all. I'm sitting here talking to myself in my OBS studio. My Stream Deck doesn't work for me. It really doesn't work for me. I would literally have to shut my computer completely off, so I can't show you nothing but myself. That's a bummer. It doesn't do me no good, you all. It's okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is what the flat earth people are trying to say too. TK, yeah. So really, I think there's, I would show you that, but I can't because I can only show me on here now. Well, that's fine. A former leader, ordered a fleet of icebreakers to do exploration by the 2029. Yeah, I thought I was going to show you all the Google Earth Pro, and I'm not showing nothing but myself because my buttons are not pushable. Yeah, Penny Burns, that's right, you all. Well, there used to be a lot of things about the snow domes. I have a niece that was collecting those. You all wait right here, you all. Just one momento. Okay, I'm back. You all, I was sitting looking at this morning, and I only bought it because I thought it was neat. But really, what is the purpose of this? I have no idea what the purpose of this is, if you can see it. It's just something on the inside that spins around, just like that. And then it just has some strange writings on it, and I can't really read it. It says something called Varone. And then it says, a Paris Ches G Global. I don't know what the purpose of this thing really is because I don't know how to read it. And then it says, Samos Ilk Zaintes. And then Triopoly. Like, I don't know what any of it is, you all. I won an Emmy Award, but I don't know what to do with it. I really don't know what it is. I only got it because I thought that looks so nice. It looks so neat, and I can't really see. It's got numbers on the top. of it, so I guess it has some type of something to it. Yeah. You're welcome, Gail. Arg. Kinga Hucamundo, that was exactly right. She could see it in her backyard. Oh my goodness gracious, that was funny. Yeah. I Google it. I wouldn't even know what to call it. I don't even know what to call that thing that I'm looking at there. I can't go nowhere. Not a Vera. I can't go nowhere because I'm not allowed to share the screen because my my buttons are not pushable. Agartha. You know, they say you know, it's funny that I type in Agartha and Google Earth. Wikipedia doesn't even come up. They say the hollow earth is filled with giants, Germans, and a little sun. This inner world is associated with Agartha, a legendary city at the core of Earth. So we don't got this great big metal ball. So that's what they're saying it is. There's a scientific basis for hollow earth. That's really interesting. Yeah, I can't share anything with you all. There's this thing. I can't even. Why did you do this to me? Okay, if I push the button and I do just screen, I'm sure you're not going to see nothing at all. Am I even moving on here anymore? Admiral Bird? Am I moving? You can still see me, but I can't push my own buttons. I guess I can't push my own buttons, you all. That's my problem. Oh well, that's all right. There's this letter on here that says light gives light to light discover and St. Louis, Missouri Territory, North America, 1818. It says, to all the world, I declare the earth is hollow and habitable within, containing a number of solid concentric spheres, one within the other, and that it is open at the poles 12 or 16 degrees. I pledge my life in support of this truth and am ready to explore the hollow if the world will support and aid me in the undertaking. It says, of Ohio, late captain of infantry. I don't know what his name is. JCS. Whoever, I don't know who it is. John Cleves Symes is, it was a declaration who wanted to go to the North Pole. It also shows an image of a great big hole. A great big hole. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, the great big hole in the hollow earth, you all. If you all can see me on here. Yes, you all. This sounds realistic. So, let me see if you can see me. Can you see me? You see me? Check my keyboard plugs. Well, see, the thing is, Gina, did you plug something in that? No, I can't because I literally would have to reach behind my computer. There's the base of my whatever deck. No, I literally would have to shut down my whole entire computer, and I'm not going to do that because it's way behind my one things. Yeah, so listen what this says. Oh, what did they do to me? They show a picture of the top of the earth where I guess the Arctic is. And you know that's where they got the great big blackout thing. You can't see it because you know why you can't see it? Because there's a great big hole in it. Now that's probably what it is. They call it the Symes Hole, as it would appear to a lunarian with a telescope, like a big old sinkhole in the center of the earth. Like you saw that movie, Journey to the Center of the Earth. He said this person and his supporters got Congress to vote on funding for his expedition, and the grant was shot down. But Sims' belief in the inner earth never died, and he continued campaigning for the theory until his death in 1849. They think the Germans went there too. They really do. If you're all tuning in, I can't show anything but myself on here, and I really don't like it. You know what they called him? They say a bizarre offshoot of the traditional hollow earth theory put forth by natural healer and eventual cult leader Cyrus Teed even inverted the idea, devising a cellular cosmology that placed the whole entire universe inside a shell. And according to Teed's thinking, we were actually living on the inside of the hollow earth. You all, now, I've not heard that before. Living on the inside of a hollow earth, looking up at the universe, which itself was just an illusion created by a strange solar mechanism. And the stars were just reflections of the mechanism's light. Teed's theory managed to gain enough traction that a small cult developed around him and called the Koreshan Unity after Teed renamed himself Koresh. The Koreshians established an extensive colony in Estero, Florida in 1894 until the man's death. They dedicated their work. Oh, wow. They dedicated their work to that, you all. So, I did not know that. That theory right there, that there was like a center of the earth, that we're inside the earth. But then I did some videos on this YouTube channel before about these green children who came from somewhere else in the earth. They came upon the land and they couldn't make their way back down. Do you remember me doing a video on that? They came and they couldn't let themselves back down. You got the North Pole and the South Pole, and then inside there, there's all these places inside there. They talk about Emento too, Americo. I don't know. They say the hollow earth is a lush tropical paradise that very likely houses an advanced race of human alien giants. And in most scenarios, the inhabitants are the descendants of the ancient races, such as the Lemurians, or as in Clough's view, the lost 10 tribes of Israel, guided there through the North Polar opening by God himself. And then no matter where they come from, they are generally characterized as peace-loving and advanced far beyond our own. And they have a flying saucer technology, and they live lives of perfect health for hundreds of years. Their science is much more advanced because they live much longer, said this person named Chuf. So, wow, that's really interesting. And they got animals that are larger and far more healthier than those on the surface, and it has a perfect temperature. Like I say, they have a fear of the hollow planet, you all, because it's a super race megafauna. Did you all know that there was? I didn't know a lot of this stuff at all. And now they're talking about Admiral Byrd, who claimed to be the first person over North and South Pole, and make contact with the people in the earth. Wow, so that's interesting, you all. Let me bring myself back over here to the YouTube, and I was going to get off of here at 20 minutes, is what was going to happen. So, yeah, time travelers, it's getting cold up here. Yeah. Yeah, animals we consider extinct. Then, and so you ask yourself, why did they have to move the seed vaults? Why do they have big seed vaults up there in Antarctica? Excuse me, and why does every nation of the world actually have stuff up there too? All of that. Yeah. Luna, what are you talking about? You aren't working for me no more. Somebody saying somebody ain't working for somebody no more. The big island on Google Earth. You remember the Nazca type designs? Wow, on the south. Yeah, the pilot flying to the people's going to see this video, A Moment of Peace, and they're going to think, oh, well, she's just going to play a video about the moments of peace. And they won't know what's talking about on the inside of this video, you all. They won't know about it. Yeah. All right, you all. Well, I will go. It's 38:18, and since my OBS is locked up, I'm going to have to, Jane DeJong, look up his secret diary. I'm going to have to hit the end stream. So I'm just going to say my goodbyes right now, you all. I'm going to say I'll see you later right now, because when I hit the end stream, it's automatically going to shut you off like that. Yeah, so I am going to go. They built artificial entrances elsewhere. Wow, in California. Yeah, I'm going to go, you all. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. And I got to hit this button up here, not my keyboard. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Love you.